Hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Bold and the Beautiful brings on an explosive event as Hope Logan corners Steffy Forrester for answers as to why she slept with her husband. Hope Logan Annika Noel thought that she mended fences with Steffy Forrester Jacqueline Mac Innes Wood and things were going well, but she just learned from her husband, Liam Spencer Scott Clifton, that they shared a night of lustful romance. So, that changes things. Hope accuses Steffy of owning some of this as well. She asks her stepsister why she just didn't send Liam home. Instead, when a devastated and confused Liam shows up at Steffy's door, she takes him to bed. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers suggest Hope slams her stepsister until she gets answers. The guilt overwhelms Steffy, and the B spoilers indicate she tries to reason with Hope. This betrayal fills Hope with hurt and anger, which she directs at Steffy. Hope already heard the lowdown from Liam, but Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that she wants more details out of Steffy. So, Steffy takes the rapid round of questions and accusations that her angry stepsister lays on her. Hope wants to know why Steffy didn't back off and stop any advances a drunken Liam made towards her. B spoilers hint that at first, Steffy does her best to answer Hope along with making an attempt to calm her down. She paints the same picture for Hope that Liam did. The fact that alcohol was involved doesn't fly for Hope. She sees Steffy taking advantage of the situation and leading Liam into bed. But suddenly things change, and according to the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, this showdown gets vicious. B spoilers remind the viewers that the scene of the stepsisters fighting over Liam Spencer isn't a new one. Also, one stepsister finding out that Liam is cheating on them with the other has been played out before. While Hope is berating Steffy over her part in this newest cheating scandal, it appears something snaps for Steffy. She's already told Hope in a few ways that she knows it was a horrible thing that she did. She apologizes for her part in this mess as well. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate Steffy's apologies soon turn into something else. It wasn't that long ago when a new mother was making a life with Liam, and Hope stepped in and put an end to that. While Hope turns on the "how can you do this" to Steffy, it sounds as if Steffy reminds her that she once stood where Steffy stands today. Liam was Steffy's until the day she walked in and found Liam and Hope in a passionate kiss at Forrester Creations. Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Hope does lay her verbal claws into Steffy. It's hard to imagine Hope this furious, but it sounds like she is. Once the berating gets too much for Steffy, she reminds Hope of the past when it was Hope who did this to her, just like Hope said years back after getting caught in Liam's arms. They got caught up in the moment. Steffy tries to explain that same theory to Hope, who won't buy it. This isn't an eye for an eye when it comes to Steffy's feelings. It seems she believes her future is with Finn Tanner Novlin, but B spoilers suggest Hope kept pushing, and Steffy finally pushed back with a reminder that Hope has made her mistakes as well. For weeks, the tension between Hope Logan and Steffy Forrester had been simmering beneath the surface like a volcano waiting to erupt. The air in the Forrester Creations design room felt heavier every time the two women found themselves in the same space. They danced around confrontation long enough. But on this particular afternoon, the gloves were coming off. It started with a whisper. An intern had innocently mentioned that Steffy was making adjustments to Hope's latest design line before presentation. The moment Hope overheard, she froze mid-step in the hallway, the faint sound of Steffy's laughter echoing from behind the office door. Her blood ran cold, not from surprise, but from the sting of déjà vu. Steffy had done this before, taken what wasn't hers and made it her own. Hope took a deep breath, pushed open the door, and stepped inside. "Working hard, Steffy?" she said, her voice deceptively calm. Steffy looked up from her sketches, her confident smile unwavering. "Always. Some of us don't rely on name recognition to get by." Hope's lips tightened. "Funny, I was under the impression teamwork was still a thing here." "Oh, it is," Steffy replied, setting down her pencil. "As long as everyone understands their place." That was it. The polite facade cracked like glass under pressure. "My place?" Hope shot back, stepping closer. "You mean the one you've been trying to erase since the day I walked into this building?" Steffy smirked, standing now, her heels clicking sharply against the marble floor. "Don't act like the victim, Hope. You've had every advantage. You've been handed spotlight after spotlight by your mother, by Ridge, by anyone who felt sorry for you. Hope's tone darkened. That's not what this is about. And you know it. You've been undermining my work. Again. You think I wouldn't notice the changes you made to the design boards? Steffi crossed her arms. I was improving them. You should be thanking me. Improving them? Hope's voice rose, sharp with anger. By stripping away everything that made them mine? You can't stand to see me succeed without your fingerprints all over it. The room fell silent for a heartbeat. The storm had broken, and there was no turning back now. Steffi's eyes flashed. You think you're the only one with vision, Hope? You wouldn't even have a career if it weren't for this company. For my family. Hope's jaw clenched. Your family doesn't own talent. You can't control me, Steffi. You can't control everything. Oh, but I can, Steffi snapped. Because unlike you, I don't crumble when things get hard. I fight for what's mine, whether it's Forrester Creations, a fashion line, or a manual. The jab landed like a dagger. Hope's expression hardened, and her voice dropped low. You just couldn't resist bringing Liam into this, could you? Steffi's lips curved in a knowing smile. He's always been part of the story, hasn't he? Not anymore. Hope hissed. You had your chance, and you lost it. Just like you're going to lose this company war. Steffi stepped closer, her tone venomous now. You're delusional if you think you can win. You've always been weak. Hope, always hiding behind that innocent act. But underneath it all, you're desperate for attention. You crave validation. You're no better than anyone else. Hope's eyes glistened, not with tears, but fury. You're projecting, Steffi. You've built your whole life around proving you're better than me. But deep down, you know you're not. The two stood face to face, inches apart. The tension in the room could have shattered glass. Steffi's voice dropped to a hiss. Careful, Hope. You're stepping on dangerous ground. Hope didn't flinch. Then maybe it's time someone did. Suddenly, Hope grabbed the design sketch from the table, the one Steffi had altered, and tore it in half. The sound of ripping paper echoed like thunder. You don't get to rewrite my work, she shouted. Not anymore. Steffi's face twisted with rage. You just made the biggest mistake of your life. Oh no, Hope said fiercely. The biggest mistake was ever letting you walk all over me. For a moment, it looked like Steffi might lunge forward, her hands clenched, her breathing sharp. But then, in a stunning move, she smiled, a cold, calculating smile. You think this changes anything? Steffi said, smoothing her hair back. You're still under my control. I'm still president of Forrester Creations. I could have your line shelved by the end of the day. Hope stepped forward until their eyes locked. Then do it. Because if you do, everyone will see exactly who you are. A jealous, power-hungry hypocrite who can't stand to share the spotlight. Steffi's composure faltered for just a split second. But Hope saw it. That tiny flicker of insecurity buried beneath her bravado. You're not untouchable, Steffi, Hope whispered. Not anymore. The room was silent except for the sound of both women's heavy breathing. Finally, Steffi turned away, breaking the eye contact. You're done here. But Hope didn't move. No, you are. Because I'm done playing nice. From now on, I fight back. And with that, she stormed out, leaving Steffi alone, furious, shaken, and staring at the torn design in her hands. Minutes later, Steffi sank into her chair, her confidence cracking. Hope's words echoed in her mind like an unshakable refrain. You're not untouchable. For the first time in years, Steffi felt something unfamiliar, fear. Hope wasn't bluffing. She'd finally tapped into the fire Steffi had spent years mocking her for lacking. That afternoon, whispers spread through the halls of Forrester Creations. Employees spoke in hushed tones about the confrontation. The yelling, the tears, the shredded designs. Lines were drawn, loyalties questioned. Ridge was out of town, and the two queens of the company were now at war. When Hope returned to her office, she didn't feel victorious. Her hands were still trembling, but beneath the adrenaline and the exhaustion was something else. Resolve. She was tired of being the one who always took the moral high ground while others got away with manipulation. This time, she was ready to fight dirty if she had to. Later that evening, as Hope gazed out the window at the city lights, she made herself a promise. No more tears. No more holding back. She would prove that she belonged. Not because of her mother's name, not because of pity, but because she earned it. Across town, Steffi poured herself a glass of wine, trying to steady her nerves. She'd faced rivals before, but something about Hope's defiance lingered in her mind. It wasn't weakness anymore. It was determination, dangerous determination. And somewhere deep inside, Steffi knew the truth she refused to admit aloud. She might have finally underestimated Hope Logan. The battle lines were drawn. The next round wouldn't just decide the future of Hope for the future. It would decide who truly ruled Forrester Creations. Would you like me to write a follow-up part where Ridge and Liam react to the fallout of Hope and Steffi's confrontation? Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.